Hey yo, Plaidman here. How's it going? So, it is movie, book, TV show Monday, if you will. And I feel like I've been doing several of these recently, and that's okay. I don't mind. So, I'm going to kind of do a 2-for-1, I think. I'll talk about both, and then we'll go from there. First thing I want to talk about is there's a really terrific show, maybe even 3-for-1. There's a really terrific show called Yellowstone, which I understand is not everyone's cup of tea. I found out about it when it first came out. I was at my lady's mom's house, and they had recorded it, so I started watching the first episode and was like, ooh, this is good. And since then, my lady and I have purchased each season. We haven't seen it like multiple times. We're not like super duper fans, but boy, oh boy, is it good. In all fairness, it is a bit of like a soap opera, so just kind of take that in mind, but like high quality. I mean, soap opera in the sense that it's not bad acting and stuff like that, but it's a bit, there are parts of it that are like, and frankly, it's following some people that are like very morally gray and arguably, depending on your perspective, morally just horrible people. But it's a good show. So then the creator of that show, Taylor Sheridan, decided to make another show because Yellowstone's extremely popular, which is kind of a prequel to Yellowstone, like way before a prequel, called 1883. And interestingly enough, I was thinking about it. The simplicity of it is 1883 is taking the Yellowstone family, known as the Duttons, and going back to when their family, like, how did they come to be there in Montana? And when they traveled over 1883. And basically, it's a show about the Oregon Trail. In all honesty, that's kind of what it is. What struck me as interesting is I can't think of other shows that are about the Oregon Trail. I don't understand. Like, why? This is an amazing concept. Lots of stuff has happened. Like, why is there no show before this about the Oregon Trail? Maybe somebody should do it, because in my opinion, 1883 was one of the best TV shows ever to be made. The acting in it was superb. There was some casting choices that I didn't love, and I'll be honest with it. The two of the main characters are basically country stars, Tim McGraw and his wife Faith Hill, and they play husband and wife in the show. And frankly, they do a good job. They hold their own, and I'm not really giving them crap. The only thing I have a little bit of a fuzzy-wuzzy on is their characters are kind of old, so to me, I'm just like, that's not really in keeping with that time, but whatever. Doesn't really matter. They still hold their own, and they do terrific. And that was like my only real sticking point. The rest of it, like, interestingly enough, the narrator of the show is Tim McGraw's daughter, who's like an 18-year-old girl, and she does really well as well. But I would say unequivocally the standout in the show is Sam Elliott. If you don't know Sam Elliott, then you need to watch more Westerns. But like one of the more recent films he was in was the I keep forgetting the name of it. Fault in Our Stars? No. Shoot. It's that Lady Gaga movie. It's like it's a remake of a remake, because they've now made 3 remakes. Anyways, so he's also in Tombstone and pretty much every Western. He's in a TV show called The Ranch. He did that whole thing. He's been in so much stuff. He's known very well, Hacksaw Ridge, or I don't know, whatever. He's in a lot. No, We Were Soldiers. That's what it was. We Were Soldiers. He's known as that guy with white hair, older gentleman with white hair, and a very pronounced handlebar mustache, usually white. I know him best from Tombstone, which is also a movie that if you have not seen, you are missing things in life. It is one of the best movies. Best Westerns, best movies, just amazing. So, simply put, my review would be you don't need to watch Yellowstone to watch 1883. Matter of fact, my parents didn't like Yellowstone, so they're not going to be watching it. But I know for a fact they are going to love 1883 and probably will be watching it shortly. It is on Paramount Plus, which for like $5, if you can deal with the ads, then you can watch it. I'm currently watching, I watched another show on Paramount Plus recently called Mayor of Kingstown, and that was also Taylor Sheridan, and it was also good, but it wasn't as good as 1883. And again, I will just say 1883, oh my God. I don't want to ruin anything for you. It's basically like, as much as I suggested, oh, there should be more Oregon Trail TV shows and movies, in a weird way, 1883 is so good that you don't need another one. You're good. You're good for a bit. Like if there was a good vampire movie or a zombie movie, and you're like, I'm good. And I feel like what's going to happen is Hollywood's going to be like, well, what we see here is a lot of people like that. So we're going to now make every Oregon Trail story we can come up with. And that's what they're going to do. Maybe not, but Yellowstone was super successful. And it wasn't long after when they created this show called Big Sky, which is set in Montana, but it's a very like watered down version of Yellowstone. It's like a Warner Brothers, everyone's good looking type of thing equivalent. And where that's not bad, it's just like, but it's not Yellowstone. So, highly suggest 1883. Again, 1883 on Paramount Plus, which is like $5 a month. So it's worth like 1 month. Or you can probably do that. Usually they offer like a month for free or something like that. But I had already used mine up, so I had to spend $5. Yeah, what else? So, Mayor of Kingstown, good, not great. I would almost say it's worth the watch because it deals in specifically things that you may not know about, like the criminal underworld and some of the thing that's going on in that universe. Like there's, for those of you who are fortunate or whatever, to never have associated with somebody who is in the prison system, it will probably be a wake-up call. And I bet you a lot of you are going to be like, no, they don't do that. And it's like, no, they do. That's real shit. So I would suggest watching Mayor of Kingstown for that reason. I'm also watching this Halo show, which as a video gamer, I played almost all of them a lot. And it's different. And I've also read the books, but that was a long time ago. I'm having a hard time with it. So I'm going to finish the first season. I know they have it set for another season. They're also doing this really slow, so it's like 1 episode a week. And I'm like, guys, your show is not that good. And this is the problem I have with these high concept science fiction or fantasy or other stuff where it's just, they spent so much energy and so much money doing all this stuff, and I feel like they miss the humanity. Like if you watch a show called Expanse, or even I want to call it Stargate SG-1, which is also terrific. But I can't remember right now. Battlestar Galactica. Thank you. Which, sorry, I didn't see the original. But the other one, to the extent that they kept it real and raw and with the real people and had it be a character-driven story, oh my God. Like the first season of the newer Battlestar Galactica where everyone's just dog tired because they keep jumping, and then they have 13 minutes to, fight or whatever, and then they got to jump again, and they're trying to repair stuff and heal people, and this, that, and the other thing, and you're just like, oh, and you feel for these people and what they're going through. That show is also very terrific. So, anyways, that's it for today. I do have a book thing. I just finished Ready Player 2, which was really fun and really well done. It was, in my opinion, a really good spiritual successor to Ready Player 1. It's called Ready Player 2. And in my opinion, I don't want to give anything away, but they did what a good sequel is supposed to do, which is stay with the formula that people liked and what worked, while at the same time changing it up and making it different so it's not just a rinse repeat. Good book, well worth reading or listening or however you consume books. And that's it. That was so many things. I just gave you like 3 TV shows and a book. So you're good for today. That was David Plaidman Reviews. All right. Thank you all. I got a plaid shirt on today. I love you. I love you. I'll see you tomorrow. Plaidman out.